Folks, good evening, or good afternoon, as the case may be. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report with my friend Gary Patterson. And this is going to be the Red Sox special.
Is it really?
Yeah, okay. I don't think we'll be talking about much else.
Okay, we're not going to sneak any Celtics in there somewhere?
Maybe.
Okay.
If we have like 40 seconds left at the end. Well, the news this afternoon. The Red Sox have brought up Brian Johnson and Hector Velasquez.
Okay.
And they've sent down Sam Travis and Robbie Scott.
Yeah. They're just patching, I think, because of the schedule.
I really wish I thought there was a plan here.
Well, yeah. I think there is the best they can do, really. I mean, they ended up putting Kelly on the disabled list. They put Boyer on the disabled list. So
elbow tightness. That does not sound good.
And they had the doubleheader with the Yankees, and no off days. So I think they just got kind of backed up.
Yeah.
Now that said, I understand they are giving Chris Sale an extra day off.
Let me tell you, that's a great move.
Yeah, I think it's a good move too overall, but it results in having to bring up Brian Johnson, which he's been
in and out. But he his last outing down in Pawtucket, 7 innings shutout.
Yeah.
So let's see what the lad can do.
He's had a great start earlier in the year, and he had a not so great start earlier.
That's right.
In the year,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Exactly.
So we'll see.
But for a guy that's built like a football player, a linebacker, 89 and 90 is about as high as he throws.
Yeah,
so he's got to have good control.
He needs to bring his control with him. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Now, I'm more impressed, by the way, with
with the plumbing?
Something dripping there. More impressed with Velasquez, to tell you the truth. Oh, boy, we're getting all over the place here. And the reason, the guy knows how to pitch.
Yeah, he does.
He moves the ball around. It's up, it's down, it's in, it's out, changes speeds. He doesn't have any speed either.
Yeah. Exactly what you have to do when you don't have overpowering stuff.
That's exactly right. And we certainly have seen very successful pitches in the...
If Joe Kelly could do that, he'd be unhittable.
I may decide to run amok and go in there and bang some sense into that kid's head. It drives me nuts, Gary. When you bring in a guy for the 8th inning, 29 pitches it takes.
Yeah.
They don't get a run off him, but 29 bloody pitches.
Yeah, he does that all the time.
Let's see if I can throw it 104 and just ram it right through the glove of the catcher. Well, 103, 102 is fine. Great, fantastic, if you know where it's going.
Right.
Joe doesn't get it there.
He's got a couple other pitches too, so it's just always. And when he has that control,
he's unhittable.
He's just unhittable, basically.
Absolutely unhittable. I'm very sorry to see Travis go down in this respect. I think he could help the club.
I think he can
but
too.
This is the best move for Sam Travis.
Yeah.
He's got to get some playing time. And
I think that's the plan here.
And once again, too, I really and truly am going to beat up on the manager every time I get a chance today.
Okay.
But
fair warning.
He said, I've got to get Travis involved. We've got to get him in the lineup. Well,
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he never did it. Oh, jeepers creepers.
Well, they need to shake something up because they're in a slump.
A
bad slump.
And let me tell you something. I wished I had put this in a little bit better order, but I did, I think, accidentally. Last night's game. Well, Bogarts, the three-hitter,
Yeah,
0 for 4.
right.
Moreland, 1 for 4, and his average is now down to 251.
Yeah, he's been through a tough period. They say he has a broken toe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, get him off his feet.
yeah. Send him down and
Put
play
Travis out
at
there.
first. Right.
I mean, God Almighty, what do we bring him up for? The junior prom, you know? Ramirez, 0 for 4.
Yeah, he's been a disappointment.
Boy, oh boy. Benintendi, 2 for 3.
Yeah.
Then Bradley, 0 for 4. Vasquez, 1 for 3. And Holt, 0 for 2.
Yeah.
I mean, this is pathetic.
It's been that way since the break, really.
Yeah, it's been
right? They didn't
feeble.
hit the Yankee series.
Oh, man. I'll tell you, they've got to do something with Moreland because when he goes below 250,
Yeah, he should sit down for a little
definitely.
few days.
What? They just shipped Travis out?
Yeah.
So are they going to put Holt over there? You know, Gary, I'll go on record with this. I would have been much more comfortable with them saying to Holt, I'm going to put you on the 60-day again.
Yeah.
And we're going to run it out. And you can get down to Miami or down to Florida and work out down there by yourself. We'll bring you up in September when the rosters expand.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he's okay.
I don't know either. Now, he doesn't know.
Yeah.
And you know, he's a tough little kid from Texas.
He is.
And he's going to say,
He's a slap
put
hitter,
me
though.
in there, coach.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what.
But he's also a slap hitter, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and he is limited defensively. He's not, you could see it last night, he's not a good third baseman. So, you know, if they could ever get hitting, including picking up another hitter, right? I was okay with the Marrero,
Lynn.
Lynn,
Me too.
because both of them could actually play the position. They can make the defensive plays.
And they
In
can
fact,
both.
Marrero made some very nice plays.
Boy, did he ever. And they
Right.
can both run.
They can run and
Lynn can bunt.
right.
They slapped in a few hits and they played heads-up baseball.
And they won. So
Speaking
We'll
of
see what
heads-up
happens.
baseball, did you watch the marathon game?
not really. I saw bits and pieces of it.
Did
I
you
didn't
see-
realize I watched the end of the marathon game. We had been out.
Did you see when the Red Sox got the first two runners on, Chris Young came up?
I don't recall that one. I might have
Nobody
missed that.
out. First and second,
In extras.
around the 12th or 13th, I think. Do you?
Yes, I do.
John Farrell didn't.
John Farrell didn't bunt?
No.
Really?
And strike three.
And they obviously didn't score.
That's right. Then I think they banged into a double play after that. Jeepers creepers. That's
Yeah.
shoddy baseball.
Yeah.
And you know, if you're going to use the argument with me is, it's not a good bunter, Bill. What the devil does
I
the
think-
coaching
yeah.
staff do?
Yeah, I think Young's a player that's supposed to have sound fundamentals. I think
That's right.
he's an experienced player. All those
Yeah.
years in Arizona, he can put a bunt down. He played National League ball for years.
If he couldn't,
Yeah,
there's something wrong here. Yeah.
I don't know who was up next.
Jeepers. I don't know. I forget. But all I remember is I made a note on my notepad about that. Well, I tell you what. We'll go off the reservation just for a split second. Bill Belichick has found out he is related to Hugh Hefner, Clint Eastwood, and Warren Buffett.
Is that right? I haven't
Yeah.
heard this one, Bill. This is a new one.
So hot on the wire.
No kidding.
Yeah, on WEIFM.
Ancestry.com or something?
Some
or?
amateur genealogist. He doesn't talk much about his mother. So some amateur genealogist started screwing around and found out his mother family came over on 1630.
Yeah.
Been in this country for,
Belichick's?
yeah.
Wow.
I think
1630, that's
her
early.
name back then was Munn, M-U-N-N, I believe.
Huh.
And anyway, they knew he was related 10th cousin to Warren Buffett. But Hugh Hefner and Clint Eastwood, they did not know about.
That's quite a trio.
I'm telling you, huh? Well, I get a list of the stories of the year at the halfway mark.
Okay.
So I'm
give it a
going to make some comments here on the Boston Red Sox in first place. That's got to be the story.
Yeah, well, right where we thought they would be, right? And they're, for where they are, if they finish strong, they should be fine and make the playoffs. And then once the playoffs starts, who knows? Because they do have pitching. They have starting pitching.
Yes. Yeah.
And they really can put a good 4 out there for the playoff series. So, and not
They
many
sure
teams.
can.
Not many teams can do that,
I'm,
including the Yankees.
but the hitting is
Right.
absolute. Well, let me.
But you know, they have hitters that can hit, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the thing with this lineup. You just get to the postseason,
I'll tell you-
anything that happens. When they get hot, they score runs. And,
Oh, when they get mad,
yeah,
as Hanley said.
Yeah.
When I get mad, well,
So-
get mad for heaven's sakes.
you get there with Pedroia healthy and hopefully Bogart's rested and hitting, and Betts, Benintendi, you know, and you have strong starting pitching,
Well,
you're in the discussion.
yeah.
You just got to get there.
I have got to tell you that disappointment number one for me for this year
Yeah,
is Xander Bogaerts.
yeah,
He is playing as though he's brain dead, going through the motions. There's no power.
yeah. You know,
and
he reminds me of Wade Boggs as a batter, in that he doesn't take the walks that Boggs took. But
No.
in terms of you don't understand why there's not more power there. Why aren't they driving the ball? Why aren't
he drove the ball last year.
Yeah, right. He's
and-
getting singles, you know.
Yeah,
you know,
and his
flipping him into
God,
right
he looks
field.
like he's walking around in flip flops on some beach in.
He needs to be a product. We need
yeah.
him to be a production hitter. I mean,
the-
batting third in that lineup.
And what in earth is this? Ground ball down to Bogaerts. He picks it up, looks at it, and then throws it to first. And it's as if he's saying, "I got a gun here,
Yeah,
and I'm going to make it close, and then I'm going to wow you with the gun."
yeah,
Yeah, I've had about enough of that. If Butter doesn't do some infield coaching with him, I'll go in there and do it.
yeah, yeah. He's got the average, but you're not paying him to really be a number 1 or number 2 hitter. We need him to be a number 3 and 4 type.
Yeah. 3 and 4 hitters have more than 5 home runs.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and this business about being right at 300,
Yeah.
he's got the talent to do better than that.
And we need Hanley to do the same thing.
Well, Hanley, I want to send him to wherever Panda went.
Right.
Yeah, horrible signing.
It is, and you know, he had a huge second half last year.
He did, yeah.
And
Oh,
he
no
was
question.
Huge in September, right? Hit 10 home runs in September. So if he does that again. I mean, if you look at him at this point versus last year, I think he was a little better last year at this point, but not a lot better.
Yeah.
I mean, he finished the second half
Well,
very strong last year.
I'll
So
tell you. Yeah,
it's right in front of him.
I am
It's right
going
in front of
to
him.
say my prayers
Yeah.
that he self-ignites
Yeah.
and starts going like a house of fire. And the Red Sox go deep in the playoffs, and Hanley is a powerhouse, and the Red Sox trade him.
That would be okay with me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, second big story of the year, the New York Yankees.
Yeah. How about that? They're
How
back.
about that is right.
Yeah, they're back.
Bingo!
Yeah, that kid Judge is just amazing.
Yeah,
What a
but-
young
but-
star for the league.
Yes, he is. But you know, the Red Sox proved that good pitchers
Yeah.
can pitch to him.
Well, yeah. Is it 2 for 18?
Yeah.
One was a little swing and bunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, they handled him.
Oh, they did.
But he's an impressive kid, and he's an impressive young man.
he is
Yeah.
a very impressive young man.
Yeah.
Very impressive. Anybody that doesn't like that young man,
Yeah.
he's going to be popular in Boston.
Yeah. He's going
He's
to
got
make.
a very outgoing personality.
Yeah. Being in New York, he's looking at $50 million a year in endorsements. Just in
Oh.
endorsements. Never mind what he makes as a player.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
sort of like Gronk.
Yeah.
He's banking every penny the Patriots pay him.
Right.
He lives off the endorsements.
And why not?
And why not is right. Chris Sale.
Yeah. as advertised.
Boy, maybe even better.
Maybe
than
even better. I
advertised.
mean, but you have, again, talking about getting to the postseason, you have a legitimate number one starter who is a number one starter, not a guy you wish last year with Price. Price wasn't a number one starter last year.
Boy, I'll tell you,
This
the
kid
other
is.
night he was a number one starter.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was David Price. That was vintage.
Oh, he was good. That's it. Yeah.
Oh.
If he can, duplicate that.
That's right. And bear down
Yep.
and concentrate and pitch. Get that
I mean,
fastball over.
He's probably got, 12, 13 starts left. I mean,
I would think so, yeah.
so if he can be that guy,
Oh, yeah. Now,
He-
supposing he is that guy,
right?
does he opt out of the contract?
I doubt it.
I can't see him walking away from 31 mil.
Yeah.
And I can't see anybody in their right mind offering him 31 mil
You know,
or matching the Red Sox, let alone going over it.
Unless we win it all and he's sitting there throwing shutouts in the World Series, who knows, right?
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Would the Yankees go after him?
They might, but they're
Make it-
not really doing that anymore.
No, they're not. They're
Yeah.
absolutely not.
They're selective.
But they get a couple
But
of.
what the Yankees do is they'll do the 1 or 2 year deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not going to give you the 5 or
not-
6. They're
yeah,
not going to give you an
yeah,
Ellsbury
you're-
contract.
you're
They learned
right.
their lesson
Oh, they
there.
did that once.
Yeah, they did that. Been there, done that, and they're still paying for
And
it.
you know what? Well, sometimes the Boston fans talk me off a little bit. Why are they booing Ellsbury? If you took and
Yeah.
lined up everybody that booed him and said, I'll give you a $153 million contract to quit your job tomorrow and go to work for me.
Go work in New York for 7
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
And you make
Every
150
single
times.
one of them would do it.
Of course they would.
Hypocrites. The kid saw the money, and the Red Sox weren't within a country mile of an offer.
And the Red Sox were right.
Oh,
on
of course
that.
they were. Oh,
Yeah.
without a shadow
That was when they
of
got
a
right.
doubt.
They didn't make an overcommitment to the kid.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Like
Right.
they did to David Price. It's not like they've totally learned their lesson. Like they did to Hanley Ramirez when nobody else was bidding.
Pander and on
Panda.
it goes.
Bidding against themselves.
Yeah. Well, remember, insane. Craig Kimbrell.
Yeah, he's mortal, it turns out.
Yeah, but he for a period there, he was absolutely
Dominant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really dominant. And you're right, he's kind of settled
So
back
again-
down. But the breaking ball hasn't been as crisp,
No.
and that's going to come back.
Yeah, I mean, you could consider, depending on how things go, trying to rest him a little bit. He's a guy that when you hit the postseason, you need him.
That's right. And
Cooking.
you're right. I would. And they last night they said they were not going to go to him.
Yeah.
We saw how that worked.
Yeah. Bullpen's a concern right now.
It is.
It's showing cracks. It's been good this year, but it's showing cracks.
Yeah. Which I'll jump ahead to one of my little notes I have.
Okay.
The Boston sports writers stink.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrible. But it wasn't long ago when we had the greatest bullpen since the creation of baseball, and everybody was hitting on all 8. And I know for a fact, because I have a friend, that the sports writers were pressing for the Massachusetts legislature to make a monument on the side of the Blue Hills with the 4 heads of the Red Sox relievers, a la Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
I think we'll put that back away in mothballs,
Well, yeah, I
shall we?
want to just hold off a little bit on that.
I was premature.
Yeah, maybe
they were too.
just a tad. Just a tad.
Red Sox attendance,
Yeah.
35,848, which is up slightly.
Up slightly from last year.
Yes. Ratings on Nesson, down 20%.
Yeah. I hear ratings are down pretty much across baseball.
Any reasons for that?
Just the usual trend, you know. I mean, they've got the baby boomers, excuse me, and that's about it. I don't know that they have the younger crowd. I think they have the millennials to a degree, maybe at playoff time.
And the politicians will show up
they're
at
losing the
playoff
kids.
time too
Yeah.
for their tickets. The senators
Yeah.
and the reps and all that.
And I think it really is a generational thing that the game's too slow.
David Ortiz
Yeah.
is not there. What do you think about that? Do you think that's part of it?
I don't know.
The real
We'll see.
baseball fans, I don't think so.
I think
but
it's-
the
yeah.
weekend.
I think it's saturation.
know.
You know, you're coming off the Patriots that won the Super Bowl. You've got the Celtics who had a good year, got to the conference finals, and then all the things that are going on with them, which is a lot. And the Red Sox. I think there was an expectation, at least in my mind, that they were going to win the division this year.
And
And,
so
they
far,
got off
they've
in,
been fun, but
Right.
they certainly look as though they are mortal.
Right, and at this point, it's Tampa Bay's nipping at their heels, but I don't buy into Tampa Bay. Do you?
Get some pitching.
They do have some pitching, and they have some power.
Yeah.
They hit a surprising number of home runs.
Yeah,
They got a
yeah.
heck of a lot more homers than the Red Sox.
And I tell you what, they had a pitching coach down there that says swing.
Yeah, yeah,
Never mind Punch and Judy, swing.
yeah.
And
So they hang around, right? They're that
Yeah.
kind of. They hang around.
Yeah.
They hang around. They
the
hang
old
around.
Baltimore work ethic,
Yeah.
swing. But you're right.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
The rest of the division, I mean,
And the rest of the
the
division.
Yankees are a pleasant surprise for them
Yeah.
if you're a Yankees fan. But they're a year away. They're going to have to address some pitching issues. They got some things to do. That's why I
Yeah.
don't know that short of being able to trade for like a Garrett Cole out of Pittsburgh or somebody that you can keep, maybe even a Sonny Gray if you believe in Sonny Gray.
I was very impressed with Cole when they played the Red Sox in that
Yeah,
first series in the spring. He's got a
He's
live
stud.
arm.
He was the #1 pick in the draft.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, he can bring the ball.
Yeah.
And the Pirates certainly could use a couple, 3 youngsters.
And that's what the Yankees would have to do is give them.
Yeah.
That's the Pittsburgh model, right?
Yeah.
You bring these guys up, they're not going to sign a free agent
No.
contract with them. So they got them for 5 years. It's almost like a college model. And then you get what
Yeah.
you can get. And
Yeah.
and if you're good at getting what you can get because you're getting prospects,
Yeah,
you keep the thing going, which
know,
they do. They're Pirates are around 500. They make the playoffs here and there. They're
So
in it-
Cincinnati's
they're in it
got
in September.
somewhat the same motif also,
Yeah.
although they certainly went off the board there with Joey Votto and with
Yeah,
Homer Bailey,
Mm-hmm.
who they grossly overpaid.
right.
And Votto is a sensational player. I mean, he's
He is.
one of the very best. You got the great ones. He's right there underneath the great ones.
Yeah.
But that's not usually what Pittsburgh does, and it wasn't what Cincinnati did. They panicked.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so,
Yeah, because they could have got a haul for him.
especially
at the
with
time.
Homer Bailey.
Yeah,
I
I was
mean-
surprised by that too.
Wow. I mean, those were the kind of numbers,
Like you said, they don't generally throw money around.
No, I mean, this is the kind of money you pay Christy Mathewson or something, I also threw in Dave O'Brien's announcing, which more and more is driving me mad.
Yeah, you're not a Dave O'Brien fan.
No.
It's been established. Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing that drives me nuts is, all right, bases loaded now. And here comes Bogarts, and Bogey's overdue. All we need here is a single, and he's trying to talk Bogey into doing it.
Yeah.
Just report what's going
Yeah.
on in the field and shut up.
We get all that.
Sue Lin.
Yeah.
What a story that little lad is.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
It is a good story.
And he was playing shortstop last night at Pawtucket. First time in AAA. He came up out of the AA, remember,
Oh,
from
that's
Portland.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. Did not look out of place down there. field his position well. Oh, he's got a gun for
fielded
an
his-
arm, too.
He defensively, he fielded his position here, too.
I think he's a boy that we hang on to.
Yeah,
Something good could develop there.
right.
And by the way, another thing I was going to say to you, Chris Sale, if we could look inside him,
Yeah,
we'd find the same kind of heart that Dustin Pedroia has.
Yeah.
The bulldog heart.
he is. He brings attitude, boy.
Boy, does
brings
he
attitude.
ever.
And it's
And you
I like
never
it.
hear him complain
No.
about a thing. It's on me.
Yep.
I'm doing it.
Right.
I'm not blaming anybody. And you're a report, and he was talking about David
So,
Price when
yeah.
he said that.
So there's a
I
lot.
know reporters have a job to do, and I'm not going to disrespect them.
Right.
And
How many years do we have him for? Do you know?
2 more, I think.
2 more after
Yeah, I
this?
think so. Yeah.
Before we have to re-sign him?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. No, they'll back up the Brinks truck for that.
Yeah, well, maybe you approach him early.
Which is
and
why
try to,
they are not going to go over the luxury tax threshold this year.
Yeah.
They have got to avoid that so that they can go over it when they have to pay Sale.
yeah.
Because he's going to.
Well, they're all going to come up, right? All,
Yeah.
And some of them are going to be gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So at some time, I would say in the near future, not now, but within a year or so, you need to figure that out and make it happen.
Let's
And if we're
hope.
talking about Betts
Yes.
and
Bogarts.
Bogarts.
And you've got Jackie Bradley Jr., who is, every time I get enthused about Jackie Bradley Jr., he stops hitting.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they've
he's had some inconsistency.
yeah,
for sure.
and since the All-Star break, he looks like
yeah.
my grandmother out there. Well, you know, that's
You know, he's a great defensive player, although, to be frank, his throwing has been a little inconsistent.
he's showing off the gun out there too.
But losing accuracy.
Yeah, that's
Right.
exactly right.
I mean, you look at that ball, speaking of last night's game, that throw that Tulowitzki made to the plate to nail Betts. Yes, Betts ran through the sign.
I was
but
just going to say,
that throw was perfect.
yeah.
One hop on the plate.
The last time I was down to Pawtucket, not last night, but before, Rusney Castillo had a fly ball to right field. Now, I got to tell you something. One hop to the plate and right in the glove of the catcher. Unfortunately,
So he can't hit. What's it?
he's hitting over 300,
So-
Castillo. Yeah. They can't bring him up because he's going to affect the salary cap.
Oh,
See, he's getting about 10.5 a year,
and that's not on
and
there now?
they don't.
Because he's down in the minors?
Well, no, he's on the 40 man.
Oh, he's on the 40-man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they've got to be very careful with him.
Yeah, we won't see him. I was wondering if we might see him in September.
If he continues to hit down there, maybe. And
Have they
because
tried him at third base?
that's exactly what my son said. Todd Frazier.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you? Is you
I'm
all
not
stoked up about that?
No,
No, neither am I.
I'm not. I mean, he's got a little pop. You know, he's a 15, 20 homer guy.
He had 40 last year.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that was a
I think that was
sort of like
an
the
anomaly.
buzz
Yeah.
often as Haley's Comet coming by.
So could we use him? Yeah. I mean, what do we got to give up? If we're giving up any of our top prospects,
If we're giving up anybody of any usefulness at all,
because we clean the farm
Forget about
system
it.
out, they need to, they have some guys,
yeah. 207 he's batting.
Would you trade Blake Swihart for him?
No,
I wouldn't either.
I don't like the catching combo we have now.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, Dwight Evans had an interview. I don't know whether you saw that
Did not.
or not on
No.
EI.com. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about the players in the Red Sox organization. And he says, I was down at Pawtucket when they had this interview. And he said, Hey, there's my man Danny Butts over there, Dan Butler. He says, I love this kid. He said, he is a major league defensive catcher right now. He's got a great arm, keeps himself in great shape, and he's hitting 300. Well, he was hitting 293 at the time.
Is that right?
Yeah, last night he had 2 home runs and a base hit, 3 for 3, and I think he walked.
Huh.
And threw out a guy at
Defensively?
second. Yes, he's outstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's got a gun for an arm.
'Cause
No, he's 29 because
Yeah.
they keep screwing around. Well,
Well, I mean, what's
He's
the difference?
matured.
You know, it's not. You know, when you think about what these current guys bring, it's their defense, right? And they're not. It's really their throwing. They both throw very well.
Yep.
You know, they catch it in the 40s. Scott Stallings. You know.
I would swap Sandy Leone for Danny Butts today. Send Leone down up at second. Let him play down there and bring Danny Butts up.
So you would also trade Sandy Leone for a third baseman.
Yeah.
If you could find
Oh,
one.
I
that
would
lined
in a
up.
heartbeat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, you got Swihart down there.
You get Swihart and
he's-
this kid.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
catching depth. You really
Yeah.
got to
Yeah.
have to deal.
Yeah.
And if they're all kind of the same, except for Swihart's not at that level defensively. I don't
That's
think.
exactly right. He's got a good arm, though.
Yeah, he does have a good
Yeah.
arm.
But you're right. The rest of it, the blocking the ball and the calling of the game, he's not up there with those
Yeah.
yet. And by the way, Christian Vasquez the bloom is off his rose as far
Yeah,
as
you
I'm
know,
concerned,
he
too.
throws well, and he's, you know, I'm not sure he's a great defensive catcher outside of the throwing,
I know that.
right?
You're absolutely
He doesn't
right.
handle balls, you know, there's balls in the dirt. You don't know with him.
I know it.
doesn't smother,
By the by, if our manager had been watching the game the other night,
Yeah.
runs on first and third, and Vasquez throws behind the guy on first base trying to pick him off.
Really?
Yeah, and Moreland had to do a little dance to get the ball.
Wow.
And, guy on third base.
Yeah.
You really and truly want to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brock Holt, we already talked about Brock Holt.
Yeah, you know, he's a useful player. I like him, but, you know, is he really your starting third baseman on
No.
a team that hopes to win
No.
the World Championship? I mean,
No, no.
is he on the bench? That's fine, especially when you get to the World Series and you don't have a DH. But I mean, I like the guy.
Yep.
He's somewhat useful because he can play multiple positions.
he-
He's not really good defensively
And
anyway.
he's fast. He can run the bases.
He gets, I don't know, yeah, he gets out of the box good. He
Yeah.
got down and beat
Yeah.
that one last night. You know,
Yeah, you're right.
defensively, though, I think he's,
Oh, it's way overrated. Yeah,
Yeah,
he plays out in left
he
field.
can't throw.
And
As an
he
outfielder,
plays
he
third
can't
base,
throw.
plays shortstop. But his, what's the definition of a utility ball player?
Yeah.
He can play quite a few different positions,
Right.
none of them particularly
That's why
well.
I like him.
Yeah.
I don't know about sticking him at short. Would you stick him at short?
No.
No.
No, but they've played him in short.
You'd
Yeah,
stick him at
last year.
second. Stick him
He's
at third.
played second, yeah,
left
and
field,
third, yeah, and first base.
and first base.
Yeah. And right
So,
field also.
you know, and a useful left-handed bat.
Yeah.
It's not going to hit you pinch hit home
No.
run, but
No.
you know, bases loaded, 2 outs,
Hmm.
get you hit.
Well, the trade deadline is coming.
Yeah.
Do you expect the Red Sox to do anything?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do. I think they've got so much money so much invested in this team already.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and yeah, they had to get rid of Pablo and finally put that ship out to sea. All it took was money, right? And yeah, I expect them to do something. Are they going to do something huge? I don't think so, but I think they're going to, you know, to me personally, if you could only do one thing, I would get somebody for the bullpen. And, you know, I would go back to Marrero, you know, maybe it's a troika with Marrero and
Lynn,
Lynn and Holt, you know.
somebody's got to go out of that, and they decided
Right.
Lynn.
And of those three, Holt is the worst defender there.
Oh, no
Holt
question.
is not a good defensive
No, the other
third
two
baseman.
are,
The other two can play the position.
they can play the position.
Especially
Marrero was considered Gold Glove
he
material.
was very good.
Poor Sox in McCoy Stadium.
Yeah.
They're fighting this battle again.
Once again, yep.
And Paw Sox, Larry Lucchino is desperately trying to get the state of Rhode Island and the mayor of Pawtucket to kick in some money on some tax bennies so that they can upgrade McCoy. Failing to do that, now he's looking at other sites to build another stadium. Maybe Worcester, maybe Providence, maybe, I think somebody mentioned Springfield. That would be a horrible thing. But nonetheless.
How about Attleboro?
Attleboro? Yeah. Well, yeah. So something with some land.
Yeah.
And you've got, you got some major routes going through Attleboro.
Yeah.
495, 95.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you went to Pawtucket, it's, what is it, another
Yeah.
10, 15 minutes?
It's if that.
If that.
Because just over the Mass line. Yeah. But no matter what they publish in the paper, I got to tell you, attendance is down.
Really?
Yeah. Beautiful night last night down there.
Yeah, I bet.
They won
I
9-0.
bet.
They fell behind 8-0, and they won 9-8.
Yeah. How great is that?
Yeah. How great is that? Isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. But the attendance is down, and no matter what they put in the paper, I'm here to tell you, it's down.
Yeah.
Dramatically.
Yeah.
I mean, you see it every game.
Yeah, it's baseball. I mean, I think it's
And you talk to the fans.
Yeah.
That J.D. Lucchino. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not a popular man.
No, he's
down
not.
there.
Nobody trusts the guy.
I saw Rafael Devers last night.
Yeah, okay.
Devers.
You got a little scouting report
Yep.
for us?
He's in way over his head at AAA.
Okay.
Made 2 errors, and they were very kind to him, and they ruled him base hits that he couldn't handle, and looked defenseless at the plate.
Huh.
Well, you know that old joke? Dear Mom, I'm having fun at spring training. Next week they're going to start throwing curveballs. See you soon.
Yeah.
Well, he's
Not ready.
No, he's not ready. No. In this business about, we're not going to push him. Well, I think the biggest jump is in baseball is from AA to AAA.
Right.
And it's showing that he was doing well in AA, and maybe it was time to take a look at him up at AAA.
Yep.
But boy, we don't want to ruin his confidence.
Yeah. So that goes back to, do they need to go and acquire a third baseman to take that pressure off?
Yeah.
If they
Yeah.
don't, then they maybe, give him a month down there and see where he is at the end of August.
I think that's exactly what they'll do.
Bring
And
him up-
I really
Bring
and
him up in
truly hope.
September and
I hope that if there's a real pennant race in September, I hope they don't put him on the 40-man roster or on the bring him up for the extra
expanded
players,
roster.
the
Yeah.
expanded, because they can't take that kid and throw him into a meat grinder.
Yeah.
And if they bring him up,
Yeah.
the fans are going to be howling. Put him in the lineup.
Sure.
Let's see him.
he's only 20, right? 20 years old?
yeah, 20.
Yeah. Next year, maybe the year after.
They
next.
sent down Yes, you're right.
Which again, if you could get a third baseman, maybe with this year and one more year left,
Yeah.
a veteran.
Yeah.
There's number.
Do you know what? Now, here's a deal. Maybe we could call Milwaukee and see if they'll send Travis
Yeah.
Shaw back.
Yeah, they
20,
might,
20
actually.
home runs, 295,
Yeah,
and playing a solid third base.
right. They might. Another, as long as they're in the race, I don't know. They are in the race.
Milwaukee's in the race.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But-
That's something. The Red Sox sent Austin Maddox back down again. They bring him up and they tease you.
Mm-hmm.
The kid can throw 97 miles an hour.
Yeah, so can Joe
He's
Kelly.
been up, and they gave him the Claude Julien treatment. Just sit on the bench. We'll send you back down to Pawtucket.
Yeah.
This time they accidentally let him pitch an inning or two. I tell you, boy, has he.
He has some serious heat.
Yes. Okay. Well, I took care of that. 7 pitches for 7 days.
Yeah.
So we're stretching things out.
What is this, the Japan League? Yeah.
If it works, it's great. You know, I love the idea of giving Sale an extra day.
Here and there.
Yeah, but
I mean, I want
also-
Sale to make, 35 starts. The heck with 33. I mean, what about 35? Like Price last year, I believe Price made 36 last year, and most #1 pitchers do that.
Yeah.
They don't pitch 33,
Oh,
which
yeah.
you would.
Well, if you left it up to Sale, you know that he'd go
Right.
out there every other game.
Right. So I understand they want to hold something for the postseason. I guess I get that, but but he's a stud.
Yeah, he is. Oof.
So
Now, Pomerantz doesn't appear to be overworked. In fact, if anything,
no, I mean he's pitched okay.
yeah, I mean he's getting a little bit later into the games.
Yeah. He's
And-
another one throws too many pitches. It's
Yeah,
like,
he
oh
does
my
because he
God.
only get 2 pitches
You know,
really that he
can't
can
get
rely
through-
on.
I mean, you get 5 innings out of him because he's up at 110 pitches in the 5th inning.
He's
like
got-
every start.
He's got to come up with the changeup. He's got to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah. But
and,
he's been okay. I mean,
yeah, and you know what
for your-
else too?
down at the end
I
of your
think-
rotation.
I think it was Eck that he said, you know, he's working on the cutter. And
Okay.
he said, you know, he throws it in the game now and doesn't look bad. So maybe that's
Yeah.
the answer, you know. But Doug Fister,
Yeah, well,
they took a chance.
yeah.
He's a ground ball pitcher.
If they acquire somebody at the trade deadline, he should be released. He should probably be released anyway. But I mean, quite
But
frankly.
right now, what if Eduardo's
Right.
knee subluxes again? And,
Yeah.
so I think,
So
look, he's not costing a lot of money.
no, no.
You can always put him on the 10-day disabled
Yeah.
list too, with a headache or something.
But I think they need to get a relief pitcher too,
yeah.
like a third baseman. But really,
Well, yeah.
Another
they really,
solid
and
reliever.
truly do.
will be really important in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Whew, would it ever? The protest was denied.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
You know,
The ancient baseball tradition, the protest.
yeah.
You know, we're gonna file an official protest. Nothing ever happens,
No,
right?
and but the Major League Baseball mishandled that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't talking about the play; they were talking about the rules.
Okay.
What happened on the field? They were looking at the procedures when they called to New York. That's supposedly what Major League Baseball said.
Oh.
And the rules, I guess, are somewhat ambiguous or something.
No
They got
doubt.
to get that straightened out because this is the second time Holiday's done that.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, I think it was interference.
Yeah, well, oh, no question
Right.
about that. Yeah, but they didn't really have the
Right.
guts
But so
to-
they blew the call.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
you know,
and-
but as it turned out, whether they called it or not, it wasn't gonna. It didn't impact the game.
Oh, and,
ultimately.
and here's the thing too that Major League Baseball said, that's non-reviewable. So how the hell can you protest?
Right.
It's non-reviewable.
Right.
I guess the Red Sox answer to that is, well, get the damn call right,
Yeah.
so we don't have to review. Oh, it's a mess. Talking about the attendance at the Paw Sox.
Yeah.
This is the week to visit McCoy Stadium and check out Rafael Divas. It's also the night to go Friday night and get David Ortiz replica jersey night. And Saturday is Jackie Bradley bobblehead night. And Sunday, Mo Vaughn and Joe Morgan going to Paw Sox Hall of Fame.
Wow.
They're really beating the drum to get some people to come down there.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I mean, here's
Well, you
a
said it's
story here that should have been an advertisement rather than.
Yeah. And what paper was that?
That was in the Herald.
That was in the Herald. Yeah.
Yeah.
So feeding their pipeline.
Oh, Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. the bullpen, I worry about Matt Barnes and Heath Hembry. They both have got good arms,
Yeah.
borderline great arms.
I think, well, Heath Hembry, let's start there. Lefties are hitting, like they said last night, 355 off him or something.
Yeah.
So, and conversely, he's been really tough on righties. So he is almost, if you had him properly slotted again in your bullpen playoffs, he would be a right-handed specialist. He would
like
come in.
Robbie Scott, the left-hander.
Right.
Well, we
Go,
said him
if they had to go left,
too.
left, right, that's what they do, and he
Yeah.
would be one of those guys.
You would think so. You would think that would be the way to go.
Yeah, I was taken aback when they said that in the broadcast last
Yeah.
night, that batting average against lefties for him is over 350.
Yeah. He needs another pitch, too.
Yeah.
Which brings up another point. What the devil does Kyle Willis do?
I don't know. It's,
Allegedly, he's the pitching coach.
yeah.
And look at these guys, all of them lacking something in their repertoire.
But when you step back for a minute and look at overall, I mean, he's done, I think, a fair job. I mean,
If we can figure out what he's done.
Kelly was okay. Kelly was pretty good this year.
Yeah.
Maddening to watch, but actually, you look at his stats, he got pretty good stats.
Yeah.
Kimbrel's dominant and didn't get his head blown away by the fact that we might bring you in the 8th inning sometimes. So they've handled that okay, as long as they don't burn him
Do you
out.
think that's really an issue with Kimbrel?
I don't think so. But nonetheless,
They perpetuate this
it
myth?
hasn't been an issue,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So Kimbrel's okay with it. And the starting pitching, it's been overall pretty good.
Yeah.
You got
I mean, who could...
Sale, so just he's a purebred. Just let him go.
Yeah.
Price is a head case who, looked good the other night. Let's see what happens. But he's key. He's probably got 12 or 13 starts.
But you know what? His stats, though, have been like this.
Yeah.
Incrementally better.
So if he has a strong second half,
He's golden.
he's gold.
Yeah.
Right? I think Eduardo's doing. He came back last night and he was okay, but it was first start back.
Yeah.
But they seem to have his head in the right place.
Yeah, God, I hope so.
And Porcello is an interesting case because it's like, you look at his stats, for crying out loud, they're terrible. This guy that won the Cy Young last year. And he got off to a bad start. He's had some good starts recently. They haven't been scoring runs. Last year they scored every time he started.
Yeah.
It seemed like they scored 8 runs.
Yeah.
Right? This year, he's paying the price for that.
He is.
But he has, at the same
luckiest
time, he's got an ERA over 5,
Yeah.
So
is it over 5?
It was. I don't know
Yeah.
if it came back. He had a very strong start the other night.
Anyway,
It's
not
high.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But his stuff is still good.
Right.
I mean, he's not all over the place. His velocity has been fine.
And if he's your number 3 starter, you're
We're in
good.
good shape.
Yeah.
I mean, hits can turn on an instant too.
Yeah.
All he needs is them to.
Well,
score
he
14
looks
runs
okay. He
for
looks
him.
healthy. He
Yeah.
looks
good. Yeah.
So another one, can he have a strong second half? Physically, you don't see why not.
I don't see
He
why
looks
not.
good. He's
either.
making every start.
Yeah. The Johnny Peralta affair, we released him along with Panda too. But you know what? Panda, good luck. See you later. But the Peralta move, I thought he was all done. But you know what? To sign him for a couple of weeks and see if there's a spark.
Yeah,
there.
why not, right?
Why not is right.
Spend a couple weeks in Rhode Island.
Sure, garden spot.
And then we'll talk.
Early reports that Jerry Remy's operation, everything went well.
That's good.
And let's hope that is the case.
Yeah.
But I think he should have been back by now, and because he said right after the All-Star game he'd be back.
Yeah.
And so I hope he.
Seems a little quick to me. I mean,
Yeah, that's
lung
a serious
surgery.
operation.
Yeah.
There's a hitter for the Philadelphia Phillies, a leadoff hitter, that's batting 286, and he has these 2 for 3 games every once in a while. He might be useful. See if the Red Sox could pick him up. Daniel Nava.
Daniel Nava.
Yeah. How can we get guys like
Yeah.
this?
That's okay.
And let's see here. I got a couple of brutal lines. Cleveland 15-9. They beat Texas.
Yeah.
Cole Hamels 4 in the third innings, 8 hits, 7 runs, 7 earned runs, 4 base on balls, and 1 strikeout.
Wow.
Wow is right.
Not good. He's making big dough.
Carrasco for Cleveland, 3 in the third, 6 hits, 8 runs, 8 earned runs, 3 base on balls, and 7 strikeouts.
Wow. Must be a couple
Boy,
of home runs in those hits. I would
Yeah.
take it. Yeah.
Boy, I'll tell you, what a pair of lines for one
Yeah.
game. Mike Napoli's hitting 192.
Is he down to 192?
Yep.
He's popped a few.
When I
right?
wrote this, anyway, he was.
Yeah.
And Adrian Beltre is hitting 303.
Unbelievable.
And he's still a Gold Glover.
He just goes on
And
and
thank-
on and on.
And he's a Hall of Famer. There's
I think he
no
is, too.
doubt about it in my mind.
I think he is too.
Boy, he plays the game hard.
We could sure use him right now.
Oh, well, you know what my remark was here? Mike Napoli and Adrian Beltre. One good move and one very bad move.
Yeah.
We should have signed Beltre.
How old is Beltre now? He's got to be
Oh,
in his
he's-
late 30s, right?
Yeah, I think he's 37.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can still get it done.
Um,
I would take him in a second.
Travis Shaw became the first player to hit the SunTrust Park's right field roof in Atlanta.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep. Glad we dumped him.
Yeah. Just so we need a power
Sonny
hitting
Gray is one of your boys.
Yeah.
He's had 2 or 3. Well, he's had 2 very good outings
Yeah.
and 1 okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he had when he came off the DL, 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned run, 1 base on balls, and 7 strikeouts.
Yeah, he
The Red
is.
Sox supposedly are looking at him.
There's a lot of teams looking at him,
Yeah,
from what I hear.
absolutely.
And he is going to be traded. The A's are going to trade him. And you know what? He could go to the Yankees
Yep, you're right. Yeah,
because he's controllable for a couple more
that's
years.
right. Yeah, because he signed that big contract.
Yeah.
A reasonably big contract. Is Stephen A. Smith the most annoying man on the
Stephen A.
planet? Or is it LeVar Bell?
Yeah.
What a pair
pretty
of
good contest.
beauties.
That's a pretty good contest
Yeah.
right there.
Man, 2 ratchet mouths facing
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Oh, mother McCree.
Yeah.
Now, Washington defeated the Marlins 12-3 recently with a strong game by Stephen Drew, who had 3 hits and 3 RBIs.
Wow.
Now, why can't we get guys like
Wow.
that?
Sign him up for another 11
Yeah.
million.
Put him at third base.
Yeah.
Let's see. We kept John Farrell and parted ways with Torey Lovello.
Yeah. He's doing
When
great.
I did this, the Red Sox were 52-41, Arizona 53-39.
Yeah. It's fair to say that Arizona is one of the real surprises.
Yes, they have.
And they've been dominant at home.
Yeah.
Right, I believe. Last time I looked at the
And
stats.
you know, Lovello, when he has a chance to manage the Sox for a little while, the guys loved working for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. He may end up the one that got away too.
That's exactly right. The Pete Rose ban, lifetime ban, where do you stand on that for the Hall of Fame?
I'd say he's paid the price, and that we should move on and admit him.
And Roger Clemens?
I kind of feel the same way about Roger. I might wait a little while on Roger, maybe another few years.
You think?
I don't know. He's certainly paid a price.
He has.
And he did what, we found out a lot of people were doing. Doesn't make it
Well,
right,
yeah. I mean,
but it doesn't make him a
we
master
got
criminal either.
two great
you know?
hitters
Yeah.
that are sitting it out because of this.
Well, Bonds is another one. Bonds, I'm not there on Bonds.
You know, how about Rafi Palmeiro? He was the other one I was
Yeah,
thinking of.
I don't think so.
Well,
The finger shake still.
You know what?
Finger shake to Congress still bothers me.
Yeah, But you know what? His stats are
Oh,
I mean-
without that, he is a
absolute lock.
pretty close to a first ballot Hall
Yeah.
of Famer.
Yeah.
Really.
I think that we've got to grow up and say, you know, that was a different era.
Yeah.
It was a different time. And let's get over it and put
Kind
it
of a-
behind us.
Kind of a statute of limitations.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may
But
be right.
now, Major League Baseball's out of it, and the Hall of Fame is in charge of it.
Yeah.
So who knows what's going to happen there? And Henry Owens has been demoted to Double-A and has been getting murdered.
Really?
3 outings up there, absolutely slaughtered. And on that happy note, we didn't get to the report card for the Red Sox players.
Oh,
That's
maybe
com-
next time.
Next time we're
Give
going to
us
have to do
a few more games to make our
Evaluate.
assessments. Yes.
that. All right. Folks, we enjoyed ripping up the Red Sox and talking about them, and I hope you enjoyed tuning in. And we will come back at you in a couple of weeks with more.
Okay.
And we're going to have to talk about the Celtics.
We got to talk about the Celtics.
Too early for the
Yes.
Patriots,
Right.
and who the hell cares
I
about
want to
the
talk about the
Bruins?
Celtics.
Yeah.
Yeah, next time.
Okay.
Okay.
A deal. Folks, good night. Or good afternoon.
Yeah, either one.
Either way.